Hello YouTube. So I'm back. This should be one of many videos that I get posted before too long, but what I'm doing today is Hoover, Eureka, and Kirby are the three biggest players making self-propelled machines. Now Hoover and Kirby are still currently making self-propelled machines. Eureka dropped out of that in about the 90s, but you can still find them every once in a while here and there. So I'm going to be doing a versus of pretty much just my preference of transmissions and how everything runs, speed, and all that stuff. So without any further ado, um, the Eureka is really my favorite machine out of the bunch. I feel like the self-propelled works. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. I feel like it runs at just the right speed, and if you want to speed things up a little bit, you can put it on ESP, which speeds up the motor, and subsequently the wheels turn faster. And even on that, it's not too fast. So I like the Eureka personally. My next favorite machine is the Kirby. The Kirby runs on more of a friction based kind of drive system that the harder you push on the handle, the down in here you can see this piece rocking back and forth. That's actually the self-propelled mechanism, and that shoves into a piece in the transmission itself, and the harder that gets pressed together, the faster the machine runs. So this would be my second favorite. I feel like it can go really fast, but with the right technique, the right finesse, you can really get these machines running just to your liking. And then my least favorite personally, and this kind of surprised me, was actually the Hoover Concept 2. Now this was the last machine I had to get just to try all the major brand self-propelled transmissions, and I really thought, oh, I'll really like the Hoover, but I find it runs a little too fast for me. When you're using this thing, I'll just recline the handle. I won't turn it on, but let's see, push this forward a little bit more. The handle, that's all the more you have, and when you go down, it's totally full blast on, and when you pull back, it's totally full blast backwards. I feel like this machine snaps to respond too fast. Like, it's a really agile transmission, and it's a really fast transmission, and if you're not careful and you like push it forward too fast, it'll jolt forward. So not that you race the vacuum around, at least I don't, but I did find myself when I was first using it, just because this handle has like no resistance whatsoever. Like the Kirby and the Eureka both have some like push back. This one doesn't have it at all, plus it's the faster transmission. So I'll stop talking and show you what I'm talking about. We currently have this machine. Let me see, I'll turn. Totally unintentional there. Turn the self-propelled transmission off just so nothing's engaged, and I will push this machine around a little bit and show you the transmission. So as you saw, the first couple passes I did with this, you could really see it would like go forward and then it would shoot straight back. And that really is just because this handle doesn't have any resistance to it. It's just you can put it either way and it'll engage full blast, forwards or backwards. So next we'll do the Eureka. This is my personal favorite. Excuse me. We'll just plug it in right here, and might as well unplug the Concept while we're at it. Now on this machine, it's the Concept over here. Really all you have up on the handle, you have this little tab, and you just click it either into this little notch right here. That stops the handle from going either way. And when the transmission's not engaged, you can really push this around like it's a non-self-propelled machine. Some transmissions on some machines will really get stuck up. This one really doesn't. When you put it in, as I was saying, this one doesn't have too much pushback until you turn it on. But let me turn it on, I'll show you. I personally prefer this transmission the most. Really, it's just as smooth as butter transmission. I really don't think any company could get a better transmission than what Eureka put in these machines. That's personally why they're my favorite. No jerking, no, like, it doesn't catch when you pull the handle in the other direction and like throw itself backwards. It really is just a nice fluid machine, and that's my reason why I like it. Some people will disagree, I'm sure, and that's what's great about just different people doing the same thing. They all have different tastes and preferences. So this is the Kirby with the tech drive. To engage and disengage this, there's this little pedal back here. If you are a Kirby expert or just know anything about them, you'll see that this is the gray and yellow off of a Kirby Ultimate G. I replaced this pedal, it was starting to get worn out, so I'll put it in the drive mode and we'll turn it on and push this around a little bit. Really, it's not that bad of a transmission. If you could hear the tech drive engage and disengage, you'd hear sometimes it was hit and miss when it would go forward. There is like a pressure that you need to get up to, and then it'll pop in and engage and disengage the transmission and put it in reverse and all that fun stuff. So really, the Eureka, my absolute favorite, smooth as butter transmission. Thick carpet, thin carpet, doesn't matter what it is, it just muscles through it like a champ, and the Vibra Groomer cleans the carpet really well, height adjustment, all that fun stuff. Kirby, not a bad transmission whatsoever. If you get the newer ones, if you get a new Kirby, it'll be just like pretty much like the Eureka for the first 20 some years. I mean, this machine's been around since the 90s, and it's still doing pretty well. It's just that initial back and forth on a thin carpet. I found that when I do it on a thicker carpet, because there's more resistance and all that stuff, it'll engage and disengage a little better, but I still do have sometimes, especially when I'm like trying to like push it around a corner or something, because it's not directly in line to push and disengage and all that stuff, it'll stick in neutral, and that's not all that fun, whereas you don't ever have that problem with Eureka. Hoover concept, not a bad transmission, just not as fluent, a little too responsive. So that's my video, that's my comparison. What do you guys think? Have you ever used any of these machines? Do you have a favorite? Do you think I'm absolutely crazy for liking the Eureka? Do you think the Kirby or the Hoover is the best? Drop all that stuff down in the comments below. Thumbs up if you like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.